Nation Network, where we represent the silver and black, the team with the hottest stadium in the NFL, the team that is 3-time Super Bowl winning champions of the NFL, a team with some of the greatest players to ever play this game in the Hall of Fame. We also represent the hottest cheerleaders, the most talented cheerleaders, dopest cheerleaders to ever touch a field. And we also are represented by some of the greatest fans to ever be a fan. We're not fans. This is a nation. Raider Nation. And that's what this network is all about. Raider Nation Network. You can find us here on the late night for the Dirty Raider Late Night Talk. And on Friday and Saturday, the Dirty Lunatic Show. Sketch comedy like no other. Raider Nation Network, where we are all about the silver and black. Hosted by Dirty Raider. You know how it goes, man. Raiders! Raider Nation.
What's good? What's good? What's good? It's your boy Dirty, live in the building, man. Hanging out with y'all tonight, man. Got a lot of shit to talk. But as I always start my show, man, 50 billion things on YouTube. The fact that you allowed me to grace your screen for any amount of time is greatly appreciated. Greatly, greatly, greatly appreciated. Robert Munoz Jr., my dude, what's good with you, man? Salute to you. Hope everybody had a blessed day, man. I see everybody's pulling up. I know a couple of people over at Stu's. But ladies and gentlemen, I got a show tonight. You know what I mean? We're going to have some fun. We're going to talk some shit. I already know this shit's gonna get crazy. I look forward to it. Raider Way, what's good with you? Salute. Gore Pierce, what's good with you, man? AJ, what's good, Brody? How you feeling, man? Ladies and gentlemen, I got a guest. I told y'all in the title, man, I got a guest coming in tonight, ladies and gentlemen. This is my sis. Broke bread with her at the San Diego versus LA game. She's always been kind to me, allowed me to come through and be on her channels when I was nothing, when I was literally just starting out, and I've always appreciated it. And she's actually somebody I talk to outside of YouTube too. So ladies and gentlemen, y'all know her well. She's the queen, the king, the queen, not the king, the queen of ladies on Raider Networks. Man, I'm so high right now. I'm so mad at the Raiders, and I'm so motherfucking high right now. Ladies and gentlemen, my sis, Spicy Raider. What's up, Spice?
What's up? What's up? It's all good. I get it. Thank you for that amazing intro. Yeah, you know I love you. I know, like we like you said, we bonded outside of YouTube, and you know, you said before you were nothing. You were never nothing. You were never nothing. I want you to know that.
Yeah, I thank you. I thank you. Sis,
tell me.
There's not even no reason to just be sitting here and just be like, yeah. What the fuck is going on?
$1 billion question, right? That's the $1 billion question more than who the lottery winner is. What the fuck is going on? Is that even explainable at this point? I mean, as Raider fans, we're reeling here, right? We're reeling. We're trying to figure it out. Rich Gannon's trying to figure it out. Tim Brown's trying to figure it out. Shoot, with the people that we need to figure it out is like McDaniels and Carr. Wow, I don't even know what's going on. Salute to everyone in the chat. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for being here. Salute to you, Norcal Raider Jesse. I see you all.
So real quick, let me address some of the rumors floating around.
Let's do it.
Max Crosby is not sending dick pics. That is bullshit.
I didn't even hear that one.
Yeah, so ever since Abram got released, there's been so many rumors floating.
Can I be naughty right now? It's a late night show. I'll be a little naughty.
Max Crosby
is not. If there's any truth to that, can I get one?
Max Crosby is not out here sending dick pics to nobody's wife on the team. All right, it's not happening.
No, that's
not what is going on.
Though, that's foul.
Josh Jacobs has not put his hands on anyone except for the remote control today. He has not left his home. He has been in his compound chilling.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Max Crosby is not sending dick pics, and motherfucking Josh Jacobs is not out here beating up women. All right, knock it off. Knock it off.
Yeah, once one thing popped off, they all started to pop off, right?
Man.
Crazy.
Hey, apparently this nigga's pants popped off. Like, apparently, everything popping off. This nigga pants popped off, and he's sending pictures out here. That is not what's going on, man. That is not what's going on at all. That shit had me dying. Somebody hit me, was like, "Hey, Max Crosby out here sending dick to who?" And does this nigga have time to send dick pics? He just had a baby.
Yeah.
This nigga ain't got no time to send no dick pics. Y'all killing me. Unless it was something he sent in high school and you pulling it up now, like, man, come on, man. That was so many years ago. Ain't nobody worried about that.
Yeah, I didn't even hear that one. I heard the one about Jacobs, and I'm glad that's false. I didn't even hear the one about Crosby. Like I said, I'm gonna be naughty and be like, if that's true, I got missed off that list. I'm a little bummed about it.
Man, Mama Crosby raised her son better than that.
I know. I'm just kidding around.
I know you are. But I'm just saying to the nation. Raider Paul, what's good? The Menace, what's good with you? Ja Raider, my dude. Salute. NorCal Jesse, my dude. Forever in the building, my dude. What's good with you, man? I got mad love for I got to get NorCal Jesse a Christmas gift.
Yeah, right. He's always, thank you, by the way, NorCal Jesse, for representing everyone here on YouTube. Thanks for throwing in For Life Our Raider Story link. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, yes, please do so. Yeah, but thanks for the support always.
I'm gonna get all the content creators together. We're gonna everybody buy a item and send it on over here. We're gonna put it in a box and we're gonna send that shit to NorCal Jesse for Christmas.
I like it. I'll contribute. I'll contribute for sure. We've got some. Listen, if nothing else, we've got a ton of For Life Raiderettes Roundtable swag that we'll throw in there for sure.
I already owe Jesse some shit, but yeah,
we'll do that anyway. By the way, look, speaking of some swag, I can't give this away because it's not mine. It's Julian's, but official game ball here he got from the home opener.
Oh, that's nice.
Right?
That's real nice right there.
So it's our centerpiece on our table right now.
Hey, AT, how you doing? I see you in the chat. How's it going? Look, so I also heard a slight rumor. Now, this is just a rumor, but I've also heard slight rumblings of players not wanting to play for McDaniels right now. They're either saying it's him or them. It's him or them. They don't want to play.
I hope it's him and not them. And I don't blame him. I don't blame him. If Tay wants to bounce, I wouldn't blame him. He came to the Raiders as the best receiver in the league, looking to make, real playoff push with the playoff team with his college quarterback. And they're 2-6. He should be mad as hell. If he leaves, I wouldn't blame him. Hell, if Jacobs says, you know what, I declined the 5th year, you didn't sign me on, and he leaves, I don't blame him. Even Matt Max, who I love, who I wish will always stay, he leaves, I don't blame him either. So guess what? If that's a true statement, I commend them for that.
I said, Denzel Perryman was one of the players that was like, I don't want to do it.
Deuces.
Like, I heard rumblings that Derek Carr's getting benched this week.
I heard that.
Like now I know that these are all just rumors. You know what I mean? I know none of this shit
this week, or not even this week. 2 days, the tea is thick.
Brave Raider. It is not about playing. Look, he was a Raider fan all his life. He played one season with the Raiders. He accomplished a dream.
Half a season.
But the man is in search of a Super Bowl right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I had to explain this before. If Carr leaves, Devontae's not leaving because Carr's leaving. Devontae is leaving because the coach here is not showing a willingness to want to fucking win.
Right.
It's got nothing to do with DC. It's got everything to do with the fact that he wants to fucking win. Bro, AJ, you hit it. He doesn't want to be a part of a fucking rebuild. He could have stayed in fucking Green Bay for that.
Right.
When they told him Love was going to be his quarterback.
This shouldn't be a rebuild year with the playoff team. You know, I get it. They had to sign a new coach, and with the new coach, they want to bring their own peeps in. But this should not be a rebuild year. This should be a year where they add on to a playoff team. And now they're totally out of it. It's just like, they should be mad as hell as Raiders fans. And I don't blame Tay if he wants to bounce.
Now, people are going to say, well, look, he had Brady. Look what he did with Brady. Now, I'll ask you this. You really think Belichick let him have all full total control over Brady?
No.
The way Belichick is?
No way.
Hell nah. And look what he did. Look, people say
Brady has control over that. You see it on the sidelines even now in the Buccaneers. Brady steps up. Listen, we all hate Brady. We get it, the Tuck rule, all the stuff. We don't have to go through the history of the million reasons why we despise Brady or the Patriots. But you see Brady on the sidelines. He stands up. He's a leader. He puts his players in check, you know, and that's why that dude's got more Super Bowl rings than any team.
See, and look, people are gonna say, what? I know I'm gonna get a lot of what the fucks right now.
It's all good.
McDaniels ruined Tebow. Tebow was a good college quarterback and could have been successful in the NFL. But McDaniels fucking ruined it. And he's ruining fucking Carr. Worse than he was.
Yeah.
At least Carr could get some shit done before. One of Derek Carr's biggest characteristics about being a quarterback is the fact that he can line up an offense because he can read a fucking defense. When he has multiple options, he can get the offense into certain situations and actually pull some shit out. But this year, he's being given 2 fucking plays, and those are his only options. The one we want to run and the one that you're allowed to check into and don't do anything else.
Mm-hmm.
That's not the sign of winning. I said it last night, sis. You can't go to Picasso and tell him how to fucking paint. It's Picasso. You can't stand over this nigga's shoulder and be like, well, I don't like that right there. That don't quite look right to me. Nigga, you're not the artist.
Yeah.
Give me the canvas. Tell me what you want and let me paint.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a great, I think that's a brilliant analogy, to be honest. I didn't hear you say that last night, but that's a brilliant analogy.
Trey, I'm not saying he's a control freak. I'm not saying he's a control freak. What I'm saying is he's not a head coach.
Yeah, I don't think he's a control freak either, and I would agree. Because I don't think he even has the whereabouts to put out what to be in control of, to be honest. Because like you said, he's not a head coach. I mean, maybe what Trey is saying, I don't know. What's up, Trey? Maybe he's saying, you know, there's some insecurities there with McDaniels, and he's not confident in himself, which could make you a control freak, right? Because if he's going to say, hey, I want you all to believe in this and to play this way and get it done my way, but clearly it's not working. Clearly, with the 2-6 record with this squad, nah.
Look, Raider Paul, you know we go back and forth all day long, Raider Paul. But I keep telling y'all, I don't like the fact when y'all just put it on one fucking person. You put it on one fucking person.
True that.
And as I listened to my boy Raider Honcho earlier today, you got more wins from one quarterback than you got from 10 in a longer span.
Yeah.
You've had shit defenses for years and years and years. You've had a head coach come in this year and blow 3 17-plus point leads.
3. And the crazy stat, we've all heard this, right? The Raiders are 53-5 since 2000. So in 22 years, the Raiders are 53-5 with a 17-point lead. 3 of those 5 came from this season alone in 22 years. That is just like mind-blowing stat. And no stat that anybody wants to be a part of.
Man, look, I can't look. Just because he wears a C on his chest doesn't mean he has control. When you have when you have a guy on the sideline so obsessed with trying to make things go his way, and you tie a man's hands. Look, if I tie your hands and feet together and push you over into the motherfucking water, you really think I'm expecting you to swim?
Right.
Nigga, you ain't motherfucking Houdini. I didn't push you over for a fucking magic trick. I pushed your bitch ass over to drown.
Yeah.
And that's what they're doing with this team. They're handcuffing this whole fucking team and then pushing them all into the water and saying, hey, let's see how well you can fucking really swim.
Yeah. Well, they're not swimming, right? They're sinking. This is a disaster. I think, listen, the Raiders haven't been a good team for a long time. This is not brand new information, right? They've been a losing team. I know they've had a couple playoff stints last year, 2016. Before that, though, it was like, it was a long time. The Raiders have often been victims of a losing season. I think the reason why, as Raiders fans, we're most upset this season is because this team should not be a losing team. You've got a top running back, a top wide receiver, a top tight end, unfortunately, not been playing, not healthy, a veteran quarterback. You've got a new stadium with a ton of money backing you to fund these players, and you hope for better. We hope for better. And this team arguably is probably the best 2-6 team ever, because they should not be 2-6. And that just comes down to coaching.
Yeah, this is all on. Look, I'm not going to put the blame on one person and one person alone. I'm gonna put it on everybody. I'm gonna put it on everybody, Raider Paul. We, like you said, we deserve better, bro. From every aspect of this game, we deserve better. You cannot sit here and get me to believe the fact that we were a shittier team last year and made the playoffs. And you're not going to like this, but you wouldn't have made it without Derek Carr.
Right. Or the extra game. And that's a great point, actually. They were a worse team last year and made the playoffs. That's a huge statement right there. The team only got better. They talk about Bisaccia and, not being a good enough head coach. That might be true, but clearly McDaniels isn't either. So yeah, that's a great point. To have to go and improve your team from one year to the next and be this bad, it can only be coaching. And wow, it's so frustrating.
I feel you. He says, take your time.
Yeah.
Take your time.
I know, right? I know. I'm starting to get on one here a little bit.
It's only been 20 minutes in. Take your time, catch your breath.
And it felt like four.
Stu might pull up, you know what I mean? Stu might pull up and get into some deeper conversations. But yeah, just take your time. I'm not trying to rush the show at all, because like it's a lot to take in.
Yeah, it's unexplainable, really. Like if you look at everyone that's spoken about it, right? Fans, current players, past players, coaches, even Fairweather fans. Like there's nobody that can explain why this season is so bad. I think that with all the losing seasons that the Raiders have had, this is the worst of them all. Even when they went 0-8, I think this is worse. Because this team is better than that. They have great potential. They have star players. There's no reason this team should be 2-6 right now.
$5 years, Trey, if I'm not mistaken. McDaniels has a 5-year contract with the Raiders.
Yeah, and it sounds like he's not going anywhere. Mark Baby Davis, as I like to call him, says he's not going anywhere. You know, he wasn't successful in Denver as a head coach. He got fired, as we said. You know, his record doesn't show well. Sure, he did well as, you know, an offensive coordinator over there in New England. I don't buy into the conspiracy theories. I really don't. You know that New England sent the Raider or him over here to the Raiders to you know, dismantle the team, because the Raiders have never really been a threat to the Patriots. Sure, it's fun chatter. We can talk about it. Why not? But if we're thinking about all honesty, there's no way.
Yo, Danky Udall. Bro, look. Look. To get to the playoffs, we can lose one more game. That ain't gonna happen. So tank this motherfucker into the ground. Do not win another game, as much as it hurts to say. Go draft a QB. So here, first off, I'm not a fan of tanking.
No, me either.
I'm not a fan of tanking. But I'm also not a player. I'm also not a coach. Right? As far as draft a QB, there isn't one to draft.
One to draft, yeah.
There are no quarterbacks worth drafting coming out of college next year. And Devontae Adams is not going to sit around for a fucking rebuild.
Right. Nor should he. Look,
we can get the top pick without tanking. We're the worst fucking team in the NFL.
Well, not only that, but I don't know if anybody realizes this, but like the Raiders shit at drafting. You know, their draft picks are. Let's look at the last 5 draft picks. Right, they've all been cut or not been re-signed. You know, and then you just look at the longevity of it. Let's if we really all put our heads together, let's think about the last successful draft pick that the Raiders were able to achieve. You know, Leatherwood's gone. Unfortunately, you know, the whole Ruggs incident. But then there's, you know, it just goes on and on and on and on and on.
The drafting has always been a, you know what I mean? It's not been a good thing for us.
No.
You know.
But that's what I'm saying. So why take an entire season to rely on, if you will, shitty drafting?
I'm not feeling Bryce Young. I'm sorry. I'm not feeling Stroud either. As I said, I'm not feeling none of these quarterbacks coming out this year. None of them. I think you got another year and a half to go. But if I'm being honest, I already told y'all your quarterback for the future is already on the roster. Your quarterback for the future is already on the roster. That's why he's protected every fucking week. Because they don't want him to go anywhere. And from my understanding, he's been getting better and better and better by not having to play, but taking nothing but time to learn the playbook. And is on fire when the practice squad comes out to play. But, you know, you don't want to believe me. That's fine. It's okay. People didn't believe me when I said a whole lot of shit. And a whole lot of shit has come to fruition. I'm telling you, I be having these premonitions, man. I be having these feelings. I be looking into shit. I be seeing it. Gotta read between the lines.
Not only that, the writing's on the wall for a lot of it, right? I mean, like we talked about this on our show earlier today. You know, you really tell the Raiders going to pan out the first drive, both on offense and defense. I feel like if I see the opening drive on both ends, you can see how this game is gonna pan out. And the Raiders almost always go 3-and-out. You know, and you could just see the momentum. You can see the vibe. You can see the feel of it all. You. It's like it shouldn't take a team. It doesn't take most teams that long to warm up. And then when they do warm up, they finally get some points on the board. And then for whatever reason, they can't carry that into the second half.
Hey, Trey Phillips, I told you, I don't know if y'all saw my short today. The only breaking news I want to hear from the motherfucking Raiders is that Chandler Jones has decided to fucking hang it up and call it quits. I saw some shit on Twitter where this nigga had one fucking play and somebody was ranting and raving, and I just said, one fucking play all year?
Yeah.
That's what we're getting happy about. One fucking play all year?
Nah.
Wow, you got some pressure finally. It took you 9 weeks to do it. The fuck out of here. I don't want to see no praise for that. One time I see
we're getting this is the thing that upsets me the most as watching other Raider fans out there. Like, I'm sure you've gotten this before too, Dirty. It's like people call us haters or fake fans when we criticize or we're mad at a loss. Like, we should be mad as hell. You know what I mean? And then to your point, one thing good happens and they get praised because they're so used to mediocrity as Raiders fans. Like, it's just okay, and it's not.
Man. Because, AJ, the reason they don't play Kuntz is because, real quick, Wild Wild West, you asked me to say his name. His motherfucking name is Chase Garbers. His name is Chase Garbers. That's your quarterback of the future. He's already here. They're not going to draft a quarterback. New England doesn't. I mean, they're not going to. New England. They're not going to do that, bro. When's the last time you known the Raiders to draft a quarterback in the first round? The closest quarterback you've had to a first round draft pick is Derek Carr.
Well, they should have. I thought Herbert. They should have went with Herbert.
Chase Garbers, man. And y'all know how I feel about Chase. Everybody should know how I feel about Chase Garbers, bro. I think Chase Garbers is your answer. And if they actually bench DC, you can look for Chase Garbers to be activated the following week. Although I don't think they'll bench DC.
I heard rumors they're going to bench him this week.
That's what I heard rumors too, but it's just rumors.
Right.
Look,
so many rumors that have come out in the past 48 hours. It's kind of fun.
Look, if you tell me right now that you're benching DC for this week's game, I'm not going to watch it. I don't believe in Stidham.
God, I don't know who believe in anymore, though. Like, seriously, like, it's hard to believe in anyone anymore. Like, DC's not doing it. You know, they should have. You watched that. I'm sure everybody watched that game, the Saints, right? What's that dude's name? I'm totally sorry. It's late. We did 2 shows. I can't remember. What's the number 7 guy on Hall? Was it Hall or Hill? On the Saints, who came in as the backup quarterback.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about, right? He was like
Taysom Hill.
Thank you. Yeah, him. He was doing his thing, and I actually thought that would have been the perfect scenario for a Carr Mariota scenario last season, and even into this season. By the way, Mariota has a better record than Derek Carr right now. I just want to throw that out there, but I digress. Like, if they would have done something like the Saints did with Carr and Mariota, I think that would have been kind of the winning ticket.
Not right away. I will never do another 24-hour live ever again, bro. Ever. I will never, ever, ever, ever do another 24-hour live, man. Nah, that shit was long. It was so long, YouTube didn't even record it. You can't even go back and watch it. I don't have it. So if you were there and you saw it, that was it. You'll never see it again. You'll never see it again. And I'll never do another one, ever, 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 ever. And if I do, there's got to be a speculation on me doing it. I give you guys 1 month to put 1,500 in super chats, and then maybe I do a 24-hour live. But it's got to be worth it.
That's
you know,
fair.
I don't ask for money, but I'm just saying you got to make it worth my time. That was 24. Actually, it was 25 hours.
That's fair.
It was 25 hours, but 25 hours, 15 minutes, some change, something like that. So, but yeah, it's got to be worth my time. You know what I mean? Because I'm taking a whole day away from my family.
That's
and then I'm also taking other days away from them because I'm trying to prep for a 24, 25-hour show. I had to sleep for 2.5 days before I did the show. And then I had to sleep for 3 days to recover from the fucking show. It's a whole week away from my fam. You know, that's a whole week away from my fam. So it's got to be worth it. $24-hour live draft live? Nah, I can't do that. Can't do that. You know how many people I need to pull up for that? I mean, like, I had a lot of people pull up for the 24, and it was a great show. Don't get me wrong. It was a wonderful show, but it was hard. It was really hard for me to stay up for that. You know what I mean? Like, and I pushed through the whole thing, and I actually gave you an extra hour, 15 minutes. So, but nah, it's hard. It's really hard. You know what I mean? And I appreciate everybody that tuned in, watched, had fun, super chatted, all of that. You know what I mean? I appreciate all of that. But let's just be honest, man. You know what I mean? Let's just be honest. If you go to work every day, you don't get nothing for being at work. You know what I mean? And the 24 hours work. Anything else, I don't even give a shit. All of these shows that I do like this, I don't care. Honestly, don't care. This is fun. But a 24-hour, that's work. You know what I mean? That's work right there.
I mean, it's all work, but especially 24 hours. I want to know. The longest we did was, I think, 7 or 8 hours.
Yeah.
Which was draft. I think draft of 2020 or 21. I can't remember. We did a 7 or 8 hour one. That was the longest.
For Life R-Rater Story, Robert. For Life R-Rater Story channel.
And yes, For Life R-Rater Story. Hit the subscribe button on that one. I'll put it in the chat, or I'm sure Jesse might do it for us. But yes, please do that. Alfredo says, if they win the Super Bowl, how about a 24-hour? He still said no.
Look, I'm telling you, 24-hour will cost you $1,500. Man, I'm just saying, you gotta put some money up, man. You gotta put some money up. That way, I can go ahead and I can invest that back into the show, and maybe I can pay some special guests to appear.
There you go.
I mean, maybe I can pay some special guests to appear. But as it stands now, I'm not paying nobody to do shit. You show up if you got love for a brother. Other than that, don't trip. Don't even trip. But yeah, if I gotta pay you to be here, I don't want you to be here.
Tell me.
If I gotta pay you to be here,
I see.
I don't even want you here.
Got you.
You know what I mean? Like, you a content creator. Why the fuck am I paying another content creator? Now, if it's a player, different story. Hey, look, man, I'm gonna need about a $500-$600 fee to appear for like 10 minutes. All right, cool, no problem. I guess I could do that. Run up my subscribers.
Yeah.
But another content creator, I'm not paying you shit.
Nah.
Nah, I'm sorry.
Thank you. Thank you, Brave. Thank you, Robert. Thank you to everybody who just subscribed to our channel. We appreciate you. We got a couple shows, we got For Life on Raider Story, of course. But we also have For Life on Raider It's Roundtable, where we do Tuesday nights, and we every week, or at least we try to every week, to have a Raiderette on the show, and they have football's fabulous females. They're beautiful, they're entertaining, they're energetic, and they have a lot of inside stories for you. They're just a fun group of girls, women, ladies, however you want to put it, to watch. So yeah, thank you. And Westside Media says he got 50 on it for you. 30.
Nah, he said he can't get 50. No, you can't get 50,
Oh,
bro.
he can't get 50. Oh, I thought he was trying to throw in 50.
He trying to get paid for showing up. Nah.
My bad. I thought he was trying to get 50.
Hey, look, I take EBT. I take EBT all day because I like to eat. Now that I'm in my 40s, I don't give a fuck about being in the gym. I like to eat. I like to eat. I can carry my weight though. The thing about me. I know how to hide it well, so I still look a little slimmer. But I know I'm a big dude. I never thought I'd actually be this big. My whole life I was like 175, 185. You know what I mean?
Thank you, Hardcore Raider. Thank you, everyone who subscribed. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, all that has subscribed. Darren says, are you more mad at Josh Jacobs or Carr? Jacobs for sure. This is all coaching.
Why would I be mad? Why would I be mad at Josh Jacobs? What did Josh Jacobs do?
He took. Oh, sorry. McDaniels. My bad.
Oh, McDaniels. I'm
McDaniels.
more mad at McDaniels.
My bad. I think it said it passed me. Yeah, I'm sorry. Josh McDaniels or Carr. So for sure, Josh McDaniels. It all comes down to coaching with this talented group of dudes. I feel like, listen, I've never coached football, but with this talented group of dudes, Dirty, I feel like you and I couldn't have done worse than 2-6.
Sis, you could have been quarterback. I could have been right guard, and we wouldn't have been no worse than this.
Right?
I could have been reporting as an eligible tackle every play. We still wouldn't be doing work. I don't think it would have been no worse than this.
Definitely not.
But
yeah, no, it's bad. So to his question, right? You're McDaniels. If he's asking between the two, Carr and McDaniels. McDaniels for sure.
I'm more mad at McDaniels.
Yeah, 100.
I'm really more mad at McDaniels because I honestly believe. Look, everybody's not made to be a head coach. You know what I mean? Everybody's not made to be a head coach. It's your second time around, and it's not getting any better.
No.
It's not getting any better. So, look, I guarantee you, if he let Carr run the offense, I think it'd be different. And I'm not trying to be a stan, but I'm just trying to say, when you have it's different from somebody being on the field and somebody calling something from the sideline.
Right.
It's what you see from what I see. And look, it's so bad where you're actually seeing DC like, man, I ain't trying to fucking hear your shit on the sidelines. He's looking like DC is actually calling people out.
Yeah.
He's telling people, "Nee, you fucking suck. Get your shit together."
Get your shit together. And can I say this? You know who I also blame a little bit? I might get some heat from this, but I'll take it. I'm spicy. I could take the heat. I blame Darren Waller a little bit. And let me explain. Let me tell you why a little bit. He's been nursing this hamstring for way too long. He went all the way to last season where he did not play until he decided to play until there was that one game playoff against the Chargers. It was basically a sudden death playoff that got the Raiders into the playoffs, right? So good thing for him coming back for that reason. I think if the Raiders had not a chance at the playoffs, he would not have come back. But let me fast forward. That's just a little context, background context. Let me tell you why I blame him in today's day and age and 2 days ago. We bring Devontae in, number one receiver, now, since Waller decides, I'm gonna say decides not to play, because that's what I really believe. Again, I might get some heat from this for this, but whatever. Since Waller decides not to play, guess what? Now Devontae's got double coverage, right? You've got two guys after Devontae. You've got one him and one waiting for him. Because that guy that's waiting for him would typically be on Waller. So now we double up on Devontae. So a little bit, and then you look at then you can also circle it back towards, okay, if that opens up Moreau or somebody like that, or Mac, and they're both doing a great job, I think, in the absence of, the pressure is so much on Derek Carr where he gets scared. He might see those openings to Mac, or to Moreau, but then he gets so scared, he rushes it and throws it, and it's too high, which actually could leave those guys up to dry for an injury, and misses them. So it's all this trickle down effect, and it's a total mess. Maybe my explanation was a total mess, but the team's a total mess. So maybe that's why my explanation's a total mess. But you feeling me at all on this, Dirty?
I think I feel you. The way I'm looking at it, I feel like Waller don't like Josh McDaniels. I feel like Waller don't like Josh McDaniels. He doesn't want to play for him. I feel like he doesn't want to play for. I feel like the team doesn't want to play for him anymore. Honestly, like that's a long ass time. First off, that's a long ass time to be nursing a hamstring injury. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. That's a long ass time to be nursing that shit. And how it is, you nursed it, got back on the field, and then hurt it again. Then you know what? I'm starting to think that you're using that shit as an excuse not to play.
I've been thinking that since last season.
I think you're using it as an excuse. I think more now than last season. I honestly think like a lot of players were showing up just because they were really trying. But now that they're seeing that they're going to always be completely undermined, and that the fact that the coach is literally blowing games on purpose, nobody wants to be a part of that. You're sabotaging people. Like Denzel Perryman is going out there, and I don't know if y'all noticed, but last game he got hurt, but he didn't come out the game. And every fucking tackle he made caused more pain, more injury to his body. He was taking longer to get up, but he was still coming out the next fucking play and giving it everything he got.
Yeah.
Why am I going to continuously do this if you're going to fucking sabotage us to fucking lose? What's the point? I'm not going to go out here and give it everything I got for you to continuously sabotage us. You literally stopped calling plays that were working. You know what works. What the fuck are we doing?
And I think that's why Tay was so annoyed. That's why Tay called him out, in the locker room. And that's why Tay gave Carr, his little baby balls, a chance to become big boy balls to actually say something to the team. Without Tay, I don't think Carr would have said anything. Like, in the presser, Carr goes, yeah, I got something to say, but I'm not going to say it here. He's never done that before. And I really think Devontae said, dude, we the lead of this team. Let's say something already.
He says something, and they cut his ass off. And they ain't going to air what the fuck he said.
Right.
And the reporters cannot tell you what he said because the Raiders are like, you say anything, you're not back in here.
Exactly. No, I know that, but I think he got his little baby balls to grow because of Devontae.
Man, I think they've always been there, but because of the type of guy he was, you know what I mean? But I think at this point where he's like, you know what? You're cuffing me. You're trying to make me feel. I'm not gonna be the one to sit here and take the blame like I used to all the time. Fuck that. This shit's your fault. Well, you were a fucking shitty head coach.
It's about fucking time. We are tired of hearing it's on May for how many years?
He can't take that this year. It ain't on him.
Good. It should have been like step the fuck up and be a man for how many years and show the locker room that you are the leader of this team and do something. But I'm saying, in my opinion, it took Devontae to get to this team to get Carr to that level of confidence to finally say some shit.
Justin Fields. Oh hell no! Do not bring him. You really want to lose, Justin Fields? I'm good. I don't want him, bro. I'm good. I already told y'all, if DC goes anywhere, he's going to get traded for something else. It won't be a quarterback because your quarterback for the future is already on the roster.
DC's not going anywhere.
I highly doubt that DC goes anywhere.
He's not going anywhere. First of all, they're not getting rid of him. And even if they do decide to fire him or cut him or release him or whatever, he's just going to retire. By the way, this is some shit he said, which annoys me, and this is why he will retire. He said at his church meeting, well, the Carr family's already run a Super Bowl, so we've got that covered as a family or some shit like that. Speaking about his brother winning. So, like, he doesn't. This is the thing with Carr. Maybe he doesn't like to lose, or no, excuse me. Maybe he doesn't. Yeah, maybe he doesn't. No, what is it? Maybe he wants to win, but he doesn't mind losing.
So Kenneth Berry, my guy. I always enjoy talking back and forth with you, brother. 45% is on Carr, the rest is on McDaniels. What part is on the fucking defense? Where's their percentage?
Really, well, Raider take over really quickly. I know that was old, but it doesn't matter. It's still mentality. It was also old when he said it's just a game. You don't go into press. That's not the Mamba mentality. You don't go to a press conference and say this is just a game. It's actually your livelihood. It's your livelihood, Derek Carr. It's not just a game. I don't care if it's yesterday, today, or 3 years ago. I don't want to hear that kind of shit from my quarterback.
I feel you, sis, but here's my argument for that. It's not your average job. This is not your ordinary job. You know what I mean? Like, your average person ain't making or playing this game. This is beyond anything that us normal people with 9-to-5s can really comprehend. And
I disagree, because if I go into my own job and say, oh, this is just a job, this is the game, and I want to underperform, and guess what? My predecessor, because I'm here because of nepotism, did a good job, then we good. It doesn't fly. It doesn't fly anywhere. I don't care if you're at Taco Bell or in the NFL. It doesn't fly.
But it's not. It's just.
And
not
even if you think it, then don't say it. Don't say that shit.
I hear you. I always felt like, it's an abnormal job. So you're gonna hear some abnormal shit. You know what I mean? Because it's an abnormal job. Like, normal people don't have this job. So you're bound to just hear some abnormal shit, and it's not gonna sit with you well, but it's an abnormal fucking job, so I'm expecting a fucking abnormal comment, and that's an abnormal comment.
That's a loser's comment. That's an unproductive. Okay, forget that. Take that back. Strike that from the record. That's an unproductive employee's comment, no matter where you work.
Yeah, I mean, it had not been said, of course. I get that. I understand that, but I just always felt like, for me, I mean, even the way I look at it, it's just a game.
Yeah, it is for you.
It's not going to kill me.
Because it doesn't pay your bills. It is just a game for you. It is just a game for me, and yet it seems like we have more heart and desire than he does. It's actually not just a game for him. It actually puts a roof over his children's head. It's going to pay for his family and his compound when he retires in Fresno. It's going to get his nieces and nephews into college and his own kids. It's going to help save his children at the Children's Valley Hospital that he promotes because he's got a ton of money. So that stuff doesn't happen without him making his paycheck. So it's not just a game. You and I don't have just a job. It's our livelihood. It what pays our bills. It what pays our mortgage.
Hey, Stu, appreciate that, man. If you're still in the building, I know it's been on the screen. I haven't addressed it, but yo, appreciate the super chat, man.
What up,
As I
Stu?
told you on your show, man, you can pull up and chat with us if you want to, man. The link is in the description. I mean, it's in the channel, not in the description. It's in the chat. You know what I mean? If you feel like you decide you want to pull up, you know what I mean? Come holler at us. I don't know what's going on with this franchise. Like, and
Yeah, I don't
it's
think
crazy
anyone
because
can
Raider
do it.
Nation is always so split, you know. And then I figured it out.
Tell me.
For all of us that were alive for the last win in the Super Bowl, we're really impatient. Like
Imagine us who've never seen one.
like we're like for most of us, like over 40, we ain't got time for no rebuild shit. We ain't trying to hear that. You know what I mean? For the other people, some are like, well, I can, and I'm like, I can't. You can, I can't. I'm over 40. I don't know what the days come after 40. But you like 20, 22, 24. Hey. Yeah, you feel like you got time. After 40, I don't feel like I got a whole lot of time, man. It ain't very many seasons left. You know what I mean? If you 22, you might have like 69 seasons left. I'm 40 something. I got like 40 seasons left. I don't have time to wait. I ain't got that type of time, man. I'm tired. You know what I mean? I'm tired of just watching losing teams. But even worse, to sit and watch a team lose that you know is so much better than what the fuck they display.
That part.
That's the hard part.
That's the hard part. And like I said, I wouldn't be mad if Tay bounced tomorrow and said, you know what, deuces, I'm out of here. I didn't sign up for this shit.
Hey, I told y'all, I'm telling you, Jonathan Abrams asked for a release. That's why you're not hearing anything about why we let him go, because he asked to be let go. He walked in the office and said, you know what? You motherfuckers ain't trying to win, man. I want the fuck out of here, man. Let me go. You couldn't trade me? Fuck it. Fine. And I feel like the only reason they couldn't trade him is because they was asking for too much.
Yeah.
He's fifth year player that you declined. First round draft pick, but you want other teams to pay more? I guarantee you this motherfucker has a job by the end of the week. I guarantee you he has a job by the end of the week. We just let a first round draft pick go because of what? And for nothing.
Here's the thing, though. Here's the debate, right? Like, did he listen? Is this fire sale where the Raiders are giving up? We talked about this earlier. Is a fire sale where the Raiders are asked to giving up their players, you know, so that they draft people even though they suck at drafting, or is this a player that is going to lead the way to say, hey, I want out of here, and then next it's Tay, I want out of here, and the next Jacobs, I want out of here, and so on and so forth. What's up, fellas?
Hey, how you doing, sis?
Twan, what's good with you, man? How y'all doing?
Chilling. Talking about, you know,
what's going on, Brown Crackers?
We all mad as hell about this performance. These performances, I should say.
I might have to switch mine to chocolate brown crackers. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, Mother Moon, that was for you.
Hey, look, Darren, you say
I know she's watching. I know she's watching.
I mean? But my thing is this: even if he's ass, bro, your defensive back room is already in shambles.
Right.
Yeah. He's not the biggest problem.
He's not. Trayvon Merrick is worse. He can't cover and he can't tackle at all.
And we don't want to see Teamer on the field.
Teamer is probably better than Merrick right now. Merrick is hurt, and he has he's got a lot to be coached up. You know what I mean?
Man.
On top of an injury, so I think Teamer might be more effective than Merrick.
Yeah, I think what happened with the whole when they were trying to shop him was they were trying to try to pimp some of these players, pimp some of these teams and get more value than what they could get out of Abram. You know what I'm saying? They they didn't even say, hey, let's negotiate. I think they were like, hey, we want a fourth round, and if you can't come to that, we don't want to talk to you. And to be honest with you, I'd have been fine getting a seventh round out of him if we were just going to get rid of him. You know what I'm saying? Because to be honest with you, I think out of all the teams in the NFL, I think he's actually going to go to Minnesota. And the reason why I say that is because the coach that drafted him, that really fell in love with him, is over there at Minnesota.
Jack Del Rio?
No, PG.
Oh, Gunther.
Yep.
I was thinking he was going to go somewhere like Buffalo and win a damn ring and then sign it on our faces.
Either way, you know what I'm saying? But they getting no value out of him is not. That's why I was okay with the Hankins situation. But
GMs knew that, if they didn't give us what we were looking for, that we were just going to dump them. So why not call our bluff? You know what I mean? They just finesse the shit out of us the same way we be trying to do people. It's the way of the NFL. These GMs ain't stupid. But it's just why now?
The price tag they was asking for was way too high.
But why now? Why him? Why not Teamer? The whole timing of this shit is just weird, bro. It's looking like damn near a mutiny going on with the players and the coaches. I'm thinking maybe let's think about John Abrams' personality. He has a big personality. He's an alpha male. Maybe he's in there man, this is some bullshit. These coaches don't know what the fuck they're doing, and whoop, whoop, whoop. And he's getting a few other locker room members on his side, and there's a mini mutiny going. They was like, he got to go because he knows what he's talking about. And we're going to be the fuck out of here if we don't get this cancer out of here.
I'm telling you, the reason why it's him and not anybody else is because he requested to leave.
Yep. He was like, hey, if y'all gonna get rid of me, at the end of the year, y'all might as well get rid of me now. And especially if they're losing.
Well, with that said, I don't disagree with you necessarily, but I mean, he's kind of been on a chopping block for a while. He's played a little erratically. He's had some injuries. But to your point, yeah, if he's going to go, and back of his mind, he's probably thinking, if I'm going to go anyway, why not go now?
Yeah. If you don't want me here, man, let me out, bro. I'm not going to keep coming to work every fucking day and hearing my name. Like, oh, we tried to do this. Don't nobody want you. This, we tried to shop you out, but do nobody, man, I might get up and punch you in your motherfucking face for some bullshit like that.
Yeah,
I don't want to hear that shit every day.
Nobody wants insecurity or job insecurity, relationship insecurity. Nobody wants that. Nobody's gonna feel comfortable under that.
Yeah.
But that also, but this situation with Abram puts and that's another reason why, again, like I said, I was okay with the Hankins situation because I felt like we already had too many defensive tackles that can't rush and stop the run, you know what I'm saying, or can attempt to stop the run. But with Abram, we don't have somebody like that on this team, so that puts Patrick Graham in a. He already has issues with the players that he has on the team fitting the scheme that he wants to put out there. So now you took away a player that was a piece of that puzzle. So now you put your defensive coordinator in another hole. So what is in my thinking? What is the corresponding move? Because now you left another hole in our defense that was already not performing the way that we expect for them to be performing.
Dirty doesn't agree with me, but I think the corresponding move was Sidney Jones a couple of days ago.
At corner?
A corner.
I mean,
doesn't make any sense. A corner for a safety, that don't make any sense.
And we were already down corners.
I don't know then. Shit, that's the best justification I can try to make out of it.
Yeah.
Bro, and then to top it off, you already lost Diablo to a broken arm, so it's not like you needed the spot on the roster.
We need linebackers, right? And if Abram was supposed to be playing a linebacker role,
But he wasn't really, right? I mean, he was just playing like the true, like, what was it, like slot corner position.
he in certain situations he would play in the box, which was like
Box corner,
next
yeah,
to the
yeah.
linebackers. So he would be like that hybrid safety linebacker
Right.
type of
Yeah.
situation. So now
Smaller outside linebacker.
Yeah. So typically, like, in a 4-3, he would be that outside linebacker. But now, who's going to play it?
Well, I don't think they care anymore, right? It doesn't matter at this point. They're looking at the season's a wrap. It's like a fire sale. So who's gonna play it? I don't know. Maybe nobody. Nobody's playing anyway. Like at this point, the season's a wrap. It's been a wrap since week 3, if you ask me. If you watch my show, I've been saying that since week 3, and people are like, "Oh, you got to be optimistic. It's gonna turn around. This, that, and the other." But you could just tell how they're playing. That shit's not gonna turn around. I'm not trying to be like just negative or hope for the worst, but you can just tell by the productivity you see on the field, this is not turning around.
This Jacksonville game was our crossroads game. We were going to get it together, or we were going to get fucked in the ass. Sorry, Spicy, but you know what I'm saying? That's what it's going to be. And you see how that worked out. We didn't get it together, so our season's in the trash. So do we take our 2 wins and go for the number 1 pick? Or do we go out here and go win some games? I don't know what we're going to do.
I think you go out and win some games. Literally. Show some dignity, show some pride. Show that you're the elite team that you could have been. Just for that alone. But on the other half of that, the Raiders can't draft for shit. It's been proven that they can't draft for shit. So say they tank the whole season and they get the number 1 draft pick of all time. They'll probably fuck that up too. You know what I mean? Every draft that they've had over the past at least 5 picks, probably the past 10 years, it's turned into nothing. Tell me who's the last draft pick out of all the shitty seasons the Raiders have translated into high picks? Who have they drafted that has been sustainable and a good productive player?
We got one. We got Josh Jacobs, but that's the only one I could think of.
And he's
Colton Miller. Colton Miller was cool.
Yeah, and technically, Jacob is contractually on his way out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's tough. Like and Spicy. I agree.
You can't count Ruggs and you can't count Mac because they f those up.
Yeah.
Damon Arnett, Alex Leatherwood.
No, Arnett and Leatherwood are gone.
That's what I'm saying. These are ones that we fucked up. Like our last picks.
That's everybody. You just to be, we might as well just say everybody was thrown in there. The only thing that I would say, Spicy, is I'm kind of optimistic just based off of this new regime with Ziegler picking stuff, because even though he had 3 to 3rd round to 7th round, the guys that we got, they're looking like they're going to be okay.
That's it. Okay, well, I'm seeing a couple
outside of this year.
I'm talking about the top draft picks. Like if you're going to trade, if you're going to let somebody go for a number 1, sure, they've made some good drafts overall. Maybe like in the later rounds, you could even say you could arguably say Derek Carr's even one. I'm talking about a top draft pick.
Oh yeah, we bombed all those.
Right, that's what I mean.
One that we haven't absolutely fumbled.
Yeah. If Colton Miller is our only bright spot in the first round, that was my argument. You know what I'm saying, on another live is, we've been mad about the rebuild. The word rebuild, but every time that we were rebuilding or retooling, did we? You know what I'm saying? Like, did we really build in the draft? We didn't. You know what I'm saying? Our first rounds are out the door.
Right. That's what I mean.
And some of those guys are not even in the league. So that even tells you, you know what I'm saying, they failed with us, but there was nobody else in the league that even wanted them.
Well, right. That doesn't make his pick better.
No, but that
It's
just shows,
worse.
When
yeah, that's
we,
what I'm saying. That just shows how bad our picks
This
were.
just shows
That-
how bad
we
it is.
had-
Exactly.
look, I stopped really having a lot of faith in the drafting when we passed on Crabtree for Hayward Bay.
and then turned around and got Crabtree.
How about,
Then
yeah,
turn around-
exactly. How about
Turn
when
around
you
and
trade
paid
him
for
to
Crabtree.
Crabtree and then you trade him because you think he's a problem when all he did was stick up for himself, which actually I respect. And then you call him a problem child and
That's
trade
I
him.
had no problem with Crabtree fighting to keep Talib, not at
I have
all.
no problem, dude. Nobody treats you like a punk in your house with your shit.
DJ Hayden.
That I
Is that
give
what
you
you're talking
extra.
about,
I give him a bonus for that. I don't
DJ
trade you for that.
DJ Hayden was fucking terrible. You gonna draft a motherfucker that missed the season because he had heart surgery?
No, and then like
Nigga had heart surgery.
let's talk about another thing that's so toxic about this freaking organization. We got rid of a player, and then the next year, he's rumored that we're talking to him because we want to resign. We want to bring him back. Why are we talking about bringing back Nicholas Morrow when he was already in our room? Why didn't we keep him in the first place?
Nelson Aguilar too.
all stuff like that. Like,
This is kind of a good. Corey's saying, and I think this is just an overall point, but he said Gruden got rid of Carr's weapons and went full tank mode. Listen, I think that's the problem with the huge overturn. Anytime any new coach comes in, they're going to bring a new this and a new that and a new the other. And that's the problem with this so much overturn and the rebuild every year, right? Everyone wants to come in and prove the last guy wrong, and I'm smarter and I'm better, and let's fire sell everyone that came before me. And then every year we're stuck with the same shit.
But it's crazy is
And
everybody.
then everything. Go ahead.
The whole team gets fired except for the goddamn quarterback.
He's the only constant. The whole team gets fired except for the GD owner. He really needs to go.
Quarterback is the only guy that's retained his job through all these goddamn coaches.
He's the only constant. Yep.
Maybe because all these coaches have seen, we can work with this dude.
Yeah, but if
really,
you feel like
really the only constant's the owner. He don't want to be fucking shit up.
I think right now the coach is just not. Look, everybody ain't made to be a head coach, man. Everybody
The locker room is gone, bro. They're not responding to this motherfucker no more, Dirty. Call it what it is, bro. The locker room is gone, bro. They don't like this motherfucker. I mean, you have been calling it what it is. What am I telling you? My bad.
He checked out.
I think McDaniels bit off too much. He bit off too much that he can't chew. You know what I'm saying? He just bit off a little too much. And
eyes bigger than his stomach.
Yeah, and that's where it is falling apart, because I think that McDaniels, the offensive coordinator, is it could be a fabulous situation if that was all that he had to focus on. But now that he has to focus on the whole aspect of the game, you know what I'm saying, being the head coach and all of that, and he doesn't have experience doing that. Like, I give props to those head coaches that the Sean Paytons and the, you know what I'm saying? I even give props to Gruden, you know what I'm saying, for being the head coach. The downfall of Gruden for me was him being trying to be a GM. You know what I'm saying? And I'll tell everybody that's willing to listen, I think the perfect situation if heaven could drop down on this team is to have John Gruden as the head coach and Ziegler as the GM. And actually have somebody that can get some groceries and bring people in here. You know what I'm saying? And handle that aspect of it. Because I think Ziegler is a gangster. You know what I'm saying? The way he's been maneuvering, you know what I'm saying? But this stuff, what's going on the field, I can't explain that. And I think it's because McDaniels is it's a circus, and you got the clown, McDowell's, you know what I'm saying, juggling.
He's in over his head. He don't know what he's doing. This is the same thing that got him ran out of Denver. He's talking about, I've always known football, but I just wasn't a good people person back then. Motherfucker, you're not a good people person now. You can't communicate shit. I mean, we understand your system works, but you have to like learn how to communicate the shit. Bill Belichick was helping you communicate that shit to everybody because he had their respect. You don't have everybody's respect like that, bro. You feel me? And then you're bringing in this kid, Mick Lombardi. I understand and everything, but bro, obviously they don't like him either. They're not responding to him. He's not a good communicator because it seems like everybody's lost all the time on the field. Nobody knows what block to pick up. You know what I mean? Derek Carr is telling his receivers to go one way, they're going the other way. They're not sitting down in the zone. It's just like all kind of shit going on, man. I don't know. And the cool part is the situation that we're in with them. So we have this dude. What is this contract? 3 or 4 years? Now, if we dump him and we pick up another quarterback, right? I mean, another head coach. Now we're going to be paying the new head coach and Josh McDaniels and John Gruden. So you're looking at, upwards of $20, maybe $25 million a year just in coaches. You're paying 3 coaches at one time if you dump this dude. So I don't know what the end game is. We can't really dump him, but he has to be dumped. It's a hell of a situation to be in.
It really is, Ernie, and you've heard me talk about it, you know what I'm saying, a lot. It is a vicious cycle, you know what I'm saying, and we have to eventually, at one point, we're going to have to break this vicious cycle of these coaches, because every time we flip a coach, that's a new scheme, that's a whole new set of players, and that's not winning.
And a whole new roster, because they come in and ship all them players out and bring in their guys.
Exactly. There's no time for gelling. There's no time for, you know what I'm saying, unity in you know what I'm saying, the playbook and all of that, because you're flipping. So that I understand what Mark Davis is trying to do, trying to establish, you know what I'm saying, the coach and trying to have some consistency in that, but it McDaniels, I don't know.
I mean, why is Pittsburgh always consistent? They might not win the Super Bowl every year, but they're always consistent. They damn near make the playoffs every year. What's the correlation? Pittsburgh has been through 3 head They've been through 3 head coaches in like 40 years.
Yeah.
It's the stability.
This is the one year that they may not make the playoffs, but all the other years they've been in conversation.
I'll take missing the playoffs 1 year if you give me 19 in a row. You know what I'm saying?
I was listening to what you guys were saying backstage, and I don't think Gruden was the answer. However, I think Gruden could have done a better job than what McDaniels is doing this year. Of course, that's out of all of our control because of unfortunate circumstances. But
Rich Matashi could have did a better job than what the fuck McDaniels is doing.
Yeah, you and I did a better job than this shit.
I think the magic of Rich Bisaccia was him just saying, I'm gonna step out of the way and let everybody do what they need to do. You know what I'm saying? I think at that time DC knew the playbook so well that, you know what I'm saying, he was pretty much running, you know what I'm saying, running the offense, and Greg Olson was just sitting there like, go ahead and do your thing, go ahead and do your thing. You know what I'm saying?
It was like, go win it, DC. He's like, got you.
And think about the situation that we were in last year. The team had nothing to lose. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we came out and lost those games, you know what I'm saying, and didn't make the playoffs, guess what? We had 10,000 excuses, real legitimate excuses why we didn't make the playoffs, right? So they had nothing to lose. All they had to do was go out there and play.
You guys think we could have another turnaround like last year?
Together.
You guys think we could have another turnaround like last year when we had all that adversity and the team gelled together and made a run?
No fucking way.
I just feel like,
No fucking way.
No,
I think it's too late. I think they're defeated. I think they're deflated. I think it's too late. I think there's too much turmoil. I think, listen, look at all the drama and the rumors that have gone on in the past 48 hours.
Oh my God.
I think it's a wrap.
Yeah, and with that being said, like I said previously, I think it went well because DC had, you know what I'm saying, he mastered that playbook.
Flexibility,
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like we don't know if DC really mastered this playbook. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know
He hasn't.
if McDaniels even gave him the full go. You know what I'm saying in this
He
playbook.
hasn't.
So to
Hasn't.
to have
The whole offense is handcuffed.
I don't know
to
if Carr's
have that
ever taken the
situation,
full go.
yeah.
Honestly, even under Gruden, I don't think Carr's ever taken the full go.
I
You know
think
what
last year when we made that push under Bisaccia, I think he had full go. There was
Time.
like go win.
That time.
Yeah.
That might be the
That
only time. Certainly not under Gruden.
Nah, not under Gruden. I think Josh McDaniels just has this whole offense and the whole offense is handcuffed. Darren Waller is a shell of himself since John Gruden left. Fucking
but every
Hunter Renfro, like, is he even been on the field this year? He's made a couple of catches here and there. I'm not going to say like he hasn't been there at all, but like he's a shell of himself as well, just like Waller.
But that's the reason why I lean more towards the coaching, because I
It's
feel like
definitely the coaching.
everybody has been a shell of themselves. You know what I'm saying? Outside of Josh Jacobs, who's like the anomaly, and he's playing for his he's playing for his contract, but everybody else has been a shell of themselves. Even Colton Miller.
Yeah. He's been getting abused this year.
Yeah.
Yep.
And why do we still have Jermaine Illuminor out there every damn game? And every game he ends up at Derek Carr's feet in the backfield. At least once.
Hey,
Dirty,
look,
host the show.
I am hosting the show, nigga. Shut up. You want a timeout? You want a fresh one? Huh? You want a fresh one? And I was trying to put something on my stomach. I had to go and run in the house and grab me one of them Red Lobster Cheddar Bay biscuits
okay.
real quick. You know what I mean?
Stop lying. You know you grabbed you a honey bun.
No, I had a Cheddar Bay biscuit, bro.
Fucking with you.
Shit.
Hey, I don't get the Illuminor thing. You know what I'm saying? I really don't.
I don't get it. Put Thayer Munford over there, brother. Illuminor's not going to be here. Munford is. If anybody's going to get abused, let it be Munford. Shit. To be great, you got to get abused. Colton Miller went through it. Let Munford go through that shit now.
At least we would have an excuse, right? Like, oh, it's our 7th-round pick getting beat up. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't even. But Illuminor, a veteran that's been with this
like
guy
Cyndi
for how
Lauper
long?
and shit, man. Time after time.
Time after time.
Shit. If you fall, I will catch you. I'll be waiting.
Time after time. Copyright infringement, Dirty. Copyright infringement coming in hot.
I'm just saying.
Can I just say something? You know who never disappoints on game day? Football's fabulous females, the Raiderettes.
They sure don't.
Right?
Yeah, they do. They do not disappoint at a home game.
They do
I'm
not
always disappointed when we on the road, though. I'm always disappointed when we on
because
the
they're
road.
not allowed to travel.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
But I will say this though. I will say this, that the Raiderettes in the stands, they do look better than the ones on the field to me.
Bruh, sometimes I ain't gonna lie, bruh.
I'm not gonna say that. Hey, everyone's beautiful. My Raiderette sisters in the stands and on the field.
Hey, bruh, I find beauty in any woman. They be making fun of me because I like Lizzo, but fuck them.
Hey, meet me at the snack shack. You know what I'm saying?
I think every woman out there is beautiful. Woman empowerment.
Exactly. I find beauty in any woman.
No, I'm not disrespecting them. I just wanted to give some respect to the ladies in the stands. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you. Well, we appreciate that. And as Raider fans, there's no hate to the Raiderettes on the field. We want to give respect to them as well.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry. Yes, ma'am.
Big Worm, you stupid.
What he say?
Big Worm could lay her big ass on me. I mean, Lizzo could lay her big ass on me. whatever, something. I don't know. I'm high. This is some good ass weed. This lemon cherry gelato is a motherfucker.
So, as y'all know what I do here. Y'all know how my show is. I know you here, sis. No disrespect. How many people want to smile?
Oh, we smiling
I
today?
just want to
Bro,
ask.
if
How many
you
people?
better not put on the anorexic twerk contest with no damn blondes, bro.
How
I'm gonna
many
click out this
people?
motherfucker so quick, so
How
fast.
many people would like for me to put a smile on their face? Let me get a smiley face, a thumbs up, an
Only if
eye.
it's some
Let
thick
me know.
Latinas, bro. Thick Latinas.
Let me know. Let me know.
I was gonna say something, but it might have been offensive, so I'm gonna keep that to myself.
35 times 100.
Put it in the private chat, motherfucker.
Nah, I can't even put it in a private chat because it would be offensive. I'm not gonna do it.
Let me
If you're worried about offending me, I'm good. I'm good.
let me
have
put
a
a smile on the faces of the people, man. Let me put a smile on the faces of the people, man. Ready to smile? Here's the smiles, man.
All right, let's do it.
Oh, I think this is the one.
Oh, I already got a smile. Red always been my favorite color.
Is her belly button bedazzled?
Mm-hmm.
She got the she got the little
It's pierced.
I love her hair. Oh, forget the hair.
You still forget the hair. She looks like a bodybuilder. Is she a bodybuilder?
She a model.
She looks a little like a bodybuilder.
Shit.
Here's the
Now, did
thing.
everybody get a chance to smile? Did
Listen,
everybody?
listen. I got a boyfriend. It's not my thing, but I will never hate on a beautiful woman. I'm here to empower women. So, listen.
Well,
I'm
you
glad.
know, I don't do anything disrespectfully, sis. You know, everything I do is
I'm not mad.
straightforward. I don't do nothing disrespectful, but I gotta put a smile on everybody's face every now and then.
Why not? You know, why not? That's why I said we should salute those fabulous females on the sideline as much as we salute those players on the field.
That's why I gave them props in my intro.
Totally.
They're part of the nation.
Yeah, 100%. Shoot. So, and it's funny because they'll say this on our show. You know, when we have the Raider Red song, they'll say us as fans are part of the nation as well. Because they said, quote unquote, we might not be on the field, but they in the stands representing, and that matters.
Yeah, that's all that matters. Hey, no, hey, we the people. You said your eyes were closed. You're gonna have to rewind it. you got to rewind the show and watch it again.
Hey, we the people used to go into the movies with his parents
Thank
and
you,
shit.
Raider
You
Red.
you get to the freaky part. The parents put their hands over your eyes and shit, and you still be looking through the cracks.
Yep, most respectfully.
Hey, look, I only try to put tasteful things on here. Look, if you put it on YouTube, you want it to be seen.
Totally.
If you put it on YouTube, you want it to be seen.
100.
And think about this, bro. Those ones that you're showing, those are Miami swimsuit competitions, right? In Miami, they walk around to the coffee shop, to the beach, and all that shit, just ass out. Like, you know, they look at, if you looking at them strange, they looking at you like, what the fuck you tripping on?
They do that here in LA too.
Where?
When you go up, you got to come down to the Orange County.
You gotta go to the club.
No, you got to
Which
come down.
Which club is this? Because I'm on my way now.
You got to come down to the Orange County beaches.
Don't they do that in Venice?
Wait, Orange County, ain't that? Bro, they know.
Like Newport, you got to come down to like Newport, Huntington.
Is there black people down there, bro?
Huh?
They have black people down there?
It's SoCal.
It's Orange County.
Yes, yes, they do have black people down there. But at the same time, I don't want to go to the beach in the ghetto. For fucking what? For you to steal my shit while I'm playing football or something?
I love Santa Monica Beach and Venice Beach.
I hate Santa Monica. I hate Venice. I hate Santa Monica.
I love both of them.
I hate both.
I like them. I think they're all good. What's wrong with Santa Monica?
Yeah, what's wrong with Santa Monica?
Too many homeless.
You got a
people.
problem with Santa Monica, bro?
Too many homeless people.
Nah,
Fuck,
well,
you ain't
okay,
lying
I
about
can
that
see
shit.
that, but that's like everywhere now. We could blame the governor and
Bro,
the politics on that shit.
but think about if you homeless, Santa Monica is the perfect place. They have showers on the beach.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? All of that shit, you can still be halfway clean and still have good transportation. They have a
Right.
motherfucking a train line that comes right there.
Well, yeah,
You know what
you
I'm
can
saying?
go to
The buses.
Redondo too. If you go to Redondo, they like that in Redondo.
You can ride the rides on the pier.
Yeah.
I don't think so. It's too
I
expensive.
don't like Santa Monica. Plus,
It's too expensive. You're homeless. You're not riding a ride. That's like the lunch money for a week.
Newport is closer to me. Newport is a lot closer to me anyway. Newport is like 35 minutes closer to me than fucking Santa Monica or Venice. Only time I go down to Santa Monica is if I want to spend a whole lot of money on some seafood. Other than that,
Where you go in Santa Monica for seafood?
it depends. It all depends.
I have this spot I go to on the pier. I can't think of the name of it.
Promenade.
What's
Yeah,
that?
I tried it. But now that I got the Super H, since we got the Super H Mart over here, I ain't got to drive all the way over there.
You get your seafood from a gas station?
No, it's the Super H. Super H is a.
I fucking with you, bro.
Okay,
But Super H Mart sounds like a fucking convenience store that sells gas and shit.
Don't it sound like a Flying J or something like that?
Hell yeah!
Super H Mart is an Asian grocery. It's an Asian grocery store,
Man,
and all of their seafood is still in the water, alive when you buy it.
Oh, that's fucked up, bro.
All of their fish, you buy fish, it's still swimming. You know what I mean? You buy lobster, that motherfucker's still clawing.
Nigga, I'm the type of person that'll buy a lobster and that motherfucker look at me and I'll make an attachment when I'll take him to the water and be like, here you go, homie, it's good. You can go ahead.
No.
I like animals.
Hey, I feel you. I like animals too, but damn it, I like a good crab.
That nigga crazy.
I like me a nice, decent lobster.
so
I want to read. Oh, go ahead.
I was going to ask a football question, so go ahead, go Ern.
Oh, it was just stupid. I was gonna say I went to Red Lobster and I went there with the intention to get lobster, and I was looking at the motherfucker in the tank, and I was like, bro, I can't do this shit to you, bro. And I ended up getting fried shrimp instead. But yeah,
you don't think they got feelings like the lobster?
But I ain't make no connection with the motherfucker.
No antennas were winking at you. Okay.
Right. I was like, I can't do this to you.
When I go get shrimp from Super H Mart, that shit's still in the water too.
Shit.
They shit fresh. It got a tag on it, but it's fresh.
I'll take.
Do they leave the head on?
And let them go free.
It's at your request.
Okay.
At your request.
Yeah. I went to
live catfish.
So
Live.
you got some football questions? What you got?
Nah, I'm really just curious. Like, what is our defense going to look like on Sunday?
Well,
We got people hurt. You know what I'm saying? We shipping people out. You know what I'm saying? On the low.
We signed someone too.
We signed a motherfucker that was at home already because he got released the week before. I ain't thrilled about that.
There's some fire in his ass. I mean, look at Abram got released. Now is someone else going to say that on another team? Oh, we just signed some dude who got released. So maybe, I don't know.
Jonathan Abram he way more productive than the dude that we let go. Than the dude we got.
Sidney Jones.
That
he wasn't doing shit for Seattle.
Yeah.
Knows this crazy defense that Patrick Graham's trying to have us do.
I'm not even worried about Jonathan Taylor. He has not had a great year. Is he even healthy?
I think he's hurt.
He's hurt again, right?
He's playing this week. I have him in fantasy.
Oh, yes?
He's back from injury?
He's going to be playing this week. He's questionable.
We picked up a shutdown corner. Yeah, he shuts down at corner.
Oh my god.
That's what it is. He ain't a
Hey,
shutdown corner. He shuts down playing corner.
Some players that are cheaper than what you already have that could potentially produce what's already being produced at a cheaper price.
who said shot down corner?
Big Worm said we picked up a shutdown corner. I said, yeah, that's what he does. He shuts down at corner.
Nah, he got shut down. That's why we was able to pick him up.
That nigga shuts down at corner. He can now. I'm sorry, bro.
Bro,
Yeah, that's what I thought. He's not. I don't think he's gonna play. He still got a flat tire.
Anytime you go on YouTube and you type in a player and his highlights are less than 4 minutes.
Speaking of tires, real quick, I know this is not football related, but speaking of tires, I would like to make a public service announcement. Ladies and gentlemen, please do not buy 21-inch rims.
Oh,
You will not find a spare tire for that.
21?
21. It is the hardest tire to find. It's the hardest tire to find. Do not buy 21-inch rims.
Is that someone that just hates even numbers or something like that? Is that the only reason why you buying 21-inch rims?
No, because you want 22s and they don't fit on your car.
Then get some dubs, god damn it.
No, if you look at the difference between the 22, 21, and the dub, big difference. It's a big
fucking inch, bro.
I'm rolling with the 18s. I think that just came on my car. I didn't even change it.
Yeah, I'm rolling with the shit that came on my car, bro.
Hey, I got 10s, but I keep them clean though.
Oh, not 10s, not 10s. Oh shit.
But I keep them clean though.
You better.
Nigga, them ain't 20s. Oh yeah, them 10s.
Hey, look, I'm not against buying a classy set of rims. I'm not against buying a classy, something that just kind of sets your car apart. I can understand that. But when you buy oversized rims, just like completely just like oversized,
ridiculous to the point where you can't even go over speed bumps, that type of big.
Look, the reason I put 20s on my Mustang is because 18s don't look right. They just don't look right.
On a Mustang.
Yeah, I got 20s on a Mustang.
What year Mustang?
19. Convertible. You ain't never seen my Mustang?
That's how my sister's is.
I'm pretty sure I'll see it one of these times when you got to come in and come get you off the side.
Let me ask you about this new Mustang that looks like an SUV wagon thing.
No. No.
Yeah, pretty much, right? No.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Yes, I actually want one of those.
You like them?
Well, it's an electric car. It's not a regular car.
Well, I don't mind it. I don't mind it per se. I just don't think they should have called it a Mustang.
Well, that's how it sells. That's how it sells. And they had, you know what I mean?
They should have called that motherfucker a Pinto. They should have brought the Pinto back as that.
Oh yeah, that would have been dope actually. It has that feel with the hatchback.
I've never seen it, but is it like the Magnum?
A little bigger.
Okay.
It's taller.
It's more.
That's your Mustang?
Yeah.
Now are your front,
that looks good with those rims.
Are your front tires smaller than your back tires?
No, I don't do that. I don't do that offset shit. I want to be able to rotate my shit.
My sister.
I want to be able to rotate my shit. Fuck that.
Yeah, my sisters are a little smaller in the front, bigger in the back, but wider in the back.
What's the advantage to that?
Traction. But
then why don't you have bigger tires in the front too, so you can control it just as good?
You won't be able to turn.
It's a look. It's a look, right?
It's called staggered. It's called the staggered look.
It looked like the motherfucking Dukes of Hazzard car.
and that's my driveway.
What you got out there?
F1.
Man, can't nobody see that little iPhone 1, motherfucker?
I don't got no goddamn iPhone, nigga. I don't even do iPhone.
I be making fun of people got an iPhone. I be like, you got a Y phone. I'm like, why you call it a Y phone? I be like, nigga, why you buy that bullshit?
Yeah, nah. Yeah, I don't buy nothing. I don't buy nothing Apple.
Me
Nothing
neither.
at all.
Everything I got is Samsung.
Yeah.
TVs, computer, phones, everything.
Should we kept Trayvon Mullen?
Well, looking back on it now, like, nah, because he's hurt, and he's like, your best ability is availability. But at the time, I wanted us to keep Trayvon Mullen. I've been a Trayvon Mullen fan since he came into the league.
I don't even care. I'm at the point in the year where I don't give a fuck anymore. I don't care. If this coaching staff, this regime don't fucking care, nigga, I don't fucking care either.
I've had that train of thought very recently as well.
I don't care either.
I'm not gonna be out here caring more than the players and the coaches.
Shit. You're gonna build up my hopes just to let me down. Let me down. Let me down. Just saying.
You crazy.
I'm just saying. These motherfuckers just let me down. I don't get it.
You know what didn't let me down? The tour of the facilities. The headquarters tour was dope AF. If anyone has a chance to visit the headquarters in Henderson, I would recommend doing it. It was a cool behind the scenes look. It was actually better than the stadium tour. We actually I know you got to go into the locker room, the Raiders locker room in the Legion, but it was empty, right? Like their lockers were empty.
No.
In the headquarters, like all their stuff was there. You got to see who was dirty, who was messy, who wasn't, what other team players' jersey they have, what kind of cleats they wear, what watches they're stored. Like, you got to see all the stuff. You got 3 photo ops. It was super dope. I'm going again on the 19th. So going to be my second tour.
I didn't even know they
I
had
didn't know that was available.
Headquarters.
Me neither.
Wow.
I took the stadium tour, but no, when I went on the stadium tour, the lockers weren't empty.
Oh, they weren't?
No.
Oh, when I went, they were. I went roll of like last year.
Yeah, no, I went when they had Gruden as the head coach still. I went when they still had the hologram.
I went when they had the hologram and Gruden was the coach, but the lockers were empty. Or they were fake set up. They were actually like mock.
Dang, I missed that.
No, the last when I went, Carr stuff was there, Josh Jacobs stuff was there, Max Crosby stuff was there. Couple of other, it was about 15 players. Their stuff was in the locker. So I mean, but that was like every tour is different. Every single tour is different.
I just say if you like, we got to go into the locker room and see their workout regimen, and there were 3 photo ops instead of just the one. And I thought the favorite part was it was a self-guided tour, so you could take as long as you want to just like kind of like meander through there.
Really?
Instead of them saying, okay, like hurry up, let's go through here, there, and the other. Anyway, my point is, if you get a chance to go, do it. It was dope.
I didn't do the stadium tour either, because I was going to the game. So I was like, well, whatever I want to see, I'll just see it, during the game. But the headquarters, that one definitely seems like something very interesting to see, because again, that's they're there more than at the stadium.
Totally. Yeah, it felt more intimate. It felt like it just had a whole different vibe. It was cool. It was cool for sure.
Hey, Corey Davis, man, I'd be surprised if these motherfuckers could beat anybody at all, bro.
We're not beating Laney College right now, bro. Let's keep it a buck.
What was the pricing on that though?
The stadium tour? or
It's like
No,
the head
$50, $60. Oh.
headquarters.
free.
Really?
No
Yeah, it
way.
was free to PSL holders that responded in time. And I know that I think the stadium tour, I think it's what like $100 maybe, and then PSL got a discount of like 80.
Keyword.
I thought it was like $60.
How
There's the
much?
key word right there. That was the key word. It's
What?
only available to PSL holders. It's not
Yeah.
available to your regular fan. That's why we don't know nothing about it. I'll never be a PSL holder. I could have $977 million in the bank. I'll never be a PSL holder.
Tell me why.
Scam.
I don't really get out like that. I don't really get out like that. That's like I prefer to be in front of a TV watching the game than being at the actual stadium sometimes.
Okay, can I change your mind for a minute?
What's up, sis?
I have 2 seats. I wish I would have had more. And yeah, I'm in the uppers. I never sit in my seat because I have access to the Win Club. And I got access to the Black Hole. And I have the perks of going on these tours. And I only paid, it's not a scam. It's a scam to the suckers, in my opinion, who want to sit in the club or something like that, where you can't even be a real fan and they overpay. I paid $1,000 per seat. So I only paid $2,000 for 2 seats to become a PSL holder.
Now, what is the PSL like? What are the perks or like the things that you get with that?
Games,
Yeah, so as a PSL holder, basically it means I own the right seat every single year, and it came over from Oakland, and that's why I got reached out to first. They're like, "Hey, you own the seat already." So a lot of them wanted to buy seats, couldn't because they didn't own a PSL in Oakland like I did.
But
So
does that give you the right to buy the tickets, or it comes with the tickets?
Yes. No, they give you the rights to buy the tickets.
So you
But
still have to buy the tickets.
You still have to buy the tickets, yeah, but I bought uppers. So my PSL was super cheap, $1,000 per seat. That's like, to me, that's nothing. Because in the first year, the games I didn't go to, I sold and way made my money back. Way made it back. Not only that, I get perks like I got to go to the stadium tour. I got to go to the headquarters tour. My mom and I got to do the flag unfurling. They give us access to all this other stuff.
I understand that. My thing is I don't get out enough. And
Fair enough.
I'm not in Vegas that much anymore. I did that when I was way younger. You know what I mean? Like I did Vegas when I was way younger, and I used to be in Vegas all the time. Like we used to literally do turnarounds.
But this came over from Oakland too. This came over from Oakland.
I mean, shit. I got the Clippers right here, and I'm a big fan of them. I would never buy. I don't think I would ever buy season tickets because I'm not. Like,
here's the thing, though.
I love going to the games, but
if you had the opportunity, actually, I regret not buying more. In Oakland, my mother and I had the right had 4 tickets, had 4 seats. When they moved to Vegas, first of all, we're like, fuck Vegas, we're never going, we don't want to put our money into blah, blah, blah. And then we got sucked into it, and we're like, okay, we'll buy 2 of the 4. My biggest regret is not buying all 4, to be honest. Because say you don't even get out that much.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you make a minimal profit or you give it away or whatever, it comes back to you. Like the amount I sold my tickets last season, and I already made my PSL back 500%.
Wow.
Yeah.
So how much are you buying the seats for, and how much are you dumping them for?
It depends on the game.
You don't have to tell me, but
I'll tell you, I don't care. I have no shame in my game. My seats and uppers are only $80. The 49ers, $80.
Really?
And the 49er tickets, if I decide not to go, I can easily sell them for $500 each. Guess what? $500 plus $500 pays for my PSL, which I only had to pay for one time only.
Really?
So one game, would pay for my PSL, which is a lifetime membership.
Oh, so the PSL, you don't have to pay that $1,000 every year.
No,
It's a one-time thing.
one time.
I was under the impression that you have to pay this shit every year just for the right to buy seats every year.
You buy it
Okay.
one time to buy the seats every year.
See, now it
However,
doesn't sound so bad when you put it in that perspective.
yeah, but it changes. I know people who spent like tens of thousands of dollars to get club seats in the first row. I would never pay that because it's going to take them 20 years to recoup their money.
Right.
That's just not smart business sense.
Right.
I paid $1,000 per seat, and I can make that. I've already made it back 500%.
Hey, we the people. If you was buying alcohol in Vegas, you were in the wrong spot because that shit's free. Alcohol is free in Vegas.
Well,
drinks.
yes
Well,
and no, Dirty.
How you want to
Yes
do
and
it.
no. You have to gamble and be like, spotted spending some money, and then the waitress will come around and ask you, you want some drinks. But you can't just go to the bar and be like, "Hey, bro, let me get 3 shots of Absolute. It's free, ain't it?" You be like, "Fool, hell nah."
And the last time I checked, them bitches was watered down.
Yeah,
I'm not
but
real drinkers. I wouldn't know the
you
difference.
go in the slot machine and put $20 in and sit there and order three drinks and play $1 here and there, drag it out, cash out.
A lot of people order cocktails. That's the problem. A lot of people order cocktails. What me and my guys have learned to do is we order a glass of vodka or a glass of Hennessy and a soda. Don't combine the two.
Yeah.
Bring me my shots and bring me my chaser.
Yeah.
Do not mix the two together. I'll take care of that.
Makes sense. I got you on
Well,
that.
I guess go to your watered down theory.
Yeah, no ice. No ice.
They'll ice you.
They'll ice you.
They'll ice you for real.
Oh, they ice you for sure.
Hey, we the people. We've had this conversation about the most expensive alcohol that people can drink, and I don't think anybody has a more expensive taste in alcohol than me.
Here we go. This
I'm not an
motherfucker is
alcoholic.
$800 a shot. That's fucking insane to me. That's 3 pairs of Jordans and some gas to go get the Jordans and have a Big Mac, whatever, after waiting in line to get them Jordans.
It's also a $2,000 bottle.
Did we get some cheese on that Big Mac?
It was also a $2,000 bottle. So, yeah.
And a hotel party at Motel 6.
That. I ain't never smoked no $1,000 weed.
No Motel 6.
Hey, you can fit that in the budget too.
Hey, I could have said Easy 8. You know what I'm saying?
I am not a Motel 6 guy. I am not a Motel 6 guy.
I'm a Best Western person, bro. I just discovered Best Western this summer.
I prefer the Howard Johnson. It's a little bit nicer. For the Howard Johnson, it's a little bit nicer.
Y'all tripping. Y'all funny.
I'm a Best Western dude, bro. I fucks with Best Western.
Give me a Holiday Inn or a Days Inn. I'm good with the Days Inn too. You know what I mean? With the sun that be rising in the back and they say Days Inn.
Yep. Hey, bro. So out here in Oakland, bro, on East 14th, the Days Inn is on the track, and that's what you call the hotel, bro. So I stay away from the Days Inn wherever I go.
Oh, are you? I don't think I realized you were in Oakland.
Yeah. I don't live in Oakland now, but I'm from Oakland. Lived there for like 20 years.
Hey, look, I'll just say sometimes when you have
money, together.
Look, I'll say you this: when you're young and you have money, and it's the first time you have money, you'll do stupid shit. You'll do stupid shit all day long. Look, I often look back and wish that I didn't blow through $150,000 in 3 years. I wish I didn't blow through $150,000 in 3 years. I wish I would have bought. I wish I would have went in on fucking Netflix when I was offered, and I didn't. I wish I would have went in on Amazon Prime when I was offered shares, and I didn't. I'm just saying. When you're young and you have money, you'll spend it stupidly.
You ain't got no time for some shares. What is shares when you young, right?
Especially when somebody tell you it's
Remember
gonna
that
pay.
song, Dirty? You remember that song? Back in the day when I was young, I'm not a kid
Hey,
again.
I'm just saying, like,
I
when I
say
was
you
you
young,
wish I was a kid
it's a
again.
when I
difference when
was
you're like
What up,
25,
SC?
when you're 25, 26, and somebody's telling you, you know what I mean, if you invest now in 10 years, you could have this boom, 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 boom. All you heard was 10 years.
right.
You didn't listen to everything else. All you heard was
Everything else.
10
If
years.
you think in 10 years I'm gonna get it anyway.
Bro,
Bro, 10 years go
I
by
could have
like piss now.
Why you
I could
growing
have
me?
easily invested
Oh, my
2,500.
fault, sis.
I could have invested 2,500. You know how much money I'd be sitting on right now if I'd have bought into those two companies? If I invested 2,500 each when I was 25, 18 years ago, you know how much money I'd be sitting on right now?
And those two companies hit hard, especially during the pandemic.
But dirty. If is a big word. Like if I smoke crack, I would be a crackhead. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm just saying. But you see where Netflix is. You see where Amazon Prime is, right? You see where Google is.
But you
Like
can never. But you see where it is.
you
Yeah, we
can't
can.
predict.
But
You
nobody
can never
can
predict.
really.
Yeah.
Nobody
So
can
like
really.
for me, I'm like 10 years. Nigga, I ain't trying to wait no 10 years for no goddamn money. But
That's like that's
now that I see where their company is, I'm like, goddamn, it was only $5,000. And I can guarantee I can guarantee you for a fact, I know I did completely nothing with $5,000.
Yeah, but at the same time, 10 years
What
ago,
about $1,000 bottles?
you as a younger person, you go 5 grand's a lot of money, and you might not get it back. I mean, that's you got to have 5 grand to be able to lose, first of all, or 10 grand or a million or whatever you put into something, you have to be able to lose it. And at the
Yeah.
time, if you're not able to
Yeah.
lose it, then you're not able to lose it because you can say if one or the other to a bajillion companies.
Well, see, that's the thing. I could have lost it. You know what I mean? I had 150. I could have lost five. I spent five on alcohol.
Your $1,000 bottles.
he lost it anyway.
I lost it anyway.
You drank it.
You know what I mean? Time of my life, I remember it. Had a good time. All my friends did too. But if I would have took that 5,000 younger and invested it like I should have, right now, man, like sucks to say, we probably wouldn't know each other. You know what I mean? We probably wouldn't know each other.
Facts.
Just being honest, you know. But I'd be balling. I ain't got no goddamn time for YouTube.
But
I'm a stockholder in Netflix. I ain't got no goddamn time for YouTube.
but I think that's across the board.
YouTube.
I think everybody on this panel was in the same situation. You know what I'm saying? We've had our grandparents or our parents or somebody older say, "Hey, save your money." And what did we do?
Man.
You know what I'm saying? And if we would have listened to grandpops or whoever told us to save our money, where would we be? You know what I'm saying? So,
hey, I went to Vegas. I had the time of my life. I got into Club 702. I pulled up in a limousine. I bought a $250 bottle of Hennessy in the club because I didn't want shots. I wanted the bottle. $250 in Club 702. I got VIP.
What the fuck is Club 702 in Vegas?
It's not there anymore.
You ever party at 662?
I don't even know what 662 is.
It's that club that Sugar and them had on Flamingo.
That's 702. That's Club
662.
702. That's Club 702.
It was 662, motherfucker.
It was 702 because that was the Vegas area code, and that's what the
nigga. It was 662.
Club 702.
Stop, dirty. You know what? Fuck it. Fuck it. Okay, whatever. It's 702. Whatever.
Club 702. It was black and red.
662.
It was black and red, just like Death Row.
See, y'all them club in the days that I club, you know what I'm saying, in Studio
Man,
50.
you ain't never went to no club, choir boy. This nigga sang in the church choir, bro. You ain't went to no goddamn club.
But you don't know the whole story, you know what I'm saying? You don't know the whole story. I used to work in the club. For a while I used to work in the club.
Hey, Twan still be at the club over there in
club.
San Jose. It's called the Pink Poodle. You been to the Pink Poodle, huh, Twan?
I've been there.
I used to go there when I first turned 18, bro.
Yeah, but no,
I didn't work there, but there was some work there. You know what I'm saying?
It was named after the area code for Vegas. It was Club 702.
My dude, I'm gonna send you a picture.
Well, here we go, fellas. I've been on Dirty's channel for 2 hours. We did an hour and a half show of our own tonight. So I'm gonna call it a night because I got stuff to do tomorrow. But hey, Dirty.
Thank you.
You know, I got much love. I got much love for you, bro.
Always.
You know, I got much love. Thank you for having me on. Everyone in the chat, thank you for having or accepting me on this channel. Thank you for all your subscribes and you know, tune in today for some Raiderette content. Guys in the panel, much love always. And hey, now that I know you're in Oakland, we gotta do something live. Live and direct together. Live and
You're in
direct
Oakland
together.
as well?
Tell me?
You're in Oakland as well?
I'm in the East Bay.
Okay, for sure. I'm in the East Bay too. I'm not necessarily in Oakland, but yeah, I'm in the region.
I'm in Pleasanton.
I'm in the V.
Okay, yeah. My girl has a bar in Emeryville. We do a live from there once in a while. So if you want to pull up at her bar, she says we can literally go live anytime we want there.
Oh, that's what's up. That
and
sounds good.
We've done a bunch of shows from her bar. She's cool as fuck, dude. She opens the entire bar to us. She hands us cigars. Like, it's like all access.
Dope,
her name's Anna. By the way, if you're in the Bay, her name's Anna. It's the Bank Club in Emeryville. It's right outside of Oakland, right down the street from Rob Ben's, where Marshawn's restaurant is. Not too far from the Pixar studios. So, yeah, let's do it.
For sure. Sounds great.
Yeah.
For sure.
All right, guys. Much love and respect.
Nice meeting you.
Yeah, likewise. I've seen you on the show before, but I'm looking forward to meeting you in person. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to our show For Life, our Raiders story. I'm sure somebody will put it in the chat here. Dirty, you know I love you, brother.
Love you too, sis.
All right.
Tell Auntie I say hello.
For sure. We'll do. Good night, y'all.
Have a nice night.
Thank you.
Hey, hold on. Wait a minute. You can't leave like that.
I know, because we go out one way. And only one way.
Chocolate time.
I like her. She's dope.
Nigga said chocolate dropper. Chocolate dropper.
Yep.
Man.
Mother Moon.
Bro, this team got me so frustrated, bro. I can't even think clear sometimes.
Nigga, you.
I want to talk about them, bro, but man, there's so much shit to address. Castro, what's good with you, man? Salute. Charm City, what's good, man?
Have you been seeing these rumors that are floating around all over Twitter and shit?
Bro, Max Crosby is not sending dick pics to nobody.
Hey, Ern.
I hope the fuck not, man.
Hey, I was in that chat with Captain Jack, and I was like, and I saw you. I saw you, you know, sending breaking and all that stuff, and I was like, is this trolling right now? Like the stuff that's coming out of this. I was about to hit you offline, like, hey, get whatever you doing, dog. Get off that shit, because
because all of those things were floating around. And they were like legitimately floating around. Like, I don't know how legitimate the source was, but they were legitimately floating all over Twitter.
Crazy.
Maybe I jumped the gun because I fucking made little 30-second shorts and everything. And then as they were getting debunked and shit, I'm over here making them private and taking them down and shit hella quick.
Yeah, man. What Waller? I mean, not Waller. We already know what Waller doing. Crosby sending the, you know, doing the Brett Favre, and you know what I'm saying,
bruh, awful.
And then you said Jacobs was what?
So they were saying that Josh
Allegedly, let me
Jacobs
say
had just got
allegedly.
arrested for assaulting a waitress, right? And I seen this shit like all over the place, like 20 different like posts of the shit. So I was like, oh no. So that's when I started like, letting you guys know like this is what's breaking right now. And then fucking Josh Jacobs, I'm monitoring his Twitter at that point, and then he posts like, bruh, what the hell is going on? Why is my name continually being dragged into shit? And then he posts again like, I've been in the house all day. Y'all tripping. I was like, oh, okay, so that one's a no-go. So that's when I took that shit down hella quick. And I told you guys, like, hey, that's a no-go. Hey, but Dirty, in your Instagram, I want you to go look at the messages. I just sent you this picture. That motherfucker was Club 662 in Las Vegas on Flamingo. Oh my God. I had just clicked away and clicked back. Oh, look.
Ooh.
She had Baskin Robbins ice cream case.
She played basketball.
She looks great.
The video is in slow-mo. It's not me. That's how they.
Damn well you slow
Wi-Fi
that
tripping?
shit down.
I didn't slow down shit. It says slow motion.
Look at thickness.
Man. Hey, game 110. Hey man, look, the Raiders ain't gonna make us smile, bro. So I gotta give you something to smile, man.
Hey, you better be glad I got this hat on. I had the other hat on, man. I was like, man, at least that
shit.
I had my Yes Sir Outdoor hat on. I was like, at least this team is winning. You know what I'm saying? At least my fishing team is winning, dog. I'm serious.
Man.
I put this one on just for your show.
Hey Mario, that's all I can be, man. That's all I can be. Damien, what's good with you, fam? How you doing, bro? Hope all is well with you, man.
Damien. Oh, man. Hey, you know who's Alfredo?
I know. What do you mean? Who's Alfredo?
So obviously you guys haven't watched none of the videos I've sent you guys, huh? The top-notch idiots. Look up top-notch idiots on YouTube, bro. These dudes go around downtown Los Angeles and do hella pranks on people. This shit is hella funny.
You sent me something?
Maybe I didn't send it to you. I think I just sent it to everybody. Here, I'll send you one right now, though. Hold on, let me find one.
So is that who Alfredo is?
Yes. Okay, hold on. Let me give you the context. Let me click back real quick. Okay, so what they do is they'll walk up to like a gangster, whatever, on the block in downtown LA.
I know who Top Notch is. I watch Top Notch all the time. I think they're fucking hilarious.
Yeah, you know about Alfredo then, motherfucker?
No, I don't.
I was like, Alfredo in the chat, dog.
You know how they walk up to dudes in downtown and they just be like, hey, you know who's Alfredo? They're like, who? Alfredo. No, I don't know no Alfredo. Alfredo sent me over to tell you this is my block and you gotta move. And they start fucking with him and shit. They always use the name Alfredo.
Oh, okay.
So that's a little joke that me and Alfredo in the chat have. When I see him, I be like, hey, you know who's Alfredo? And then he knows what I'm talking about.
Okay. Because I was like, Alfredo, I was like, I know Alfredo in the chat. He legit. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, look, he putting laughing faces in there because he know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's an inside thing. That's an inside joke.
Yeah, I was like, that went over my head. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this is all crazy, man. This is literally, you know what I'm saying, kind of like that problem child you trying to figure out how to solve. You know what I'm saying? Like, where did it just go all bad? Like, I know we had a turmoil season last year, but we had something, you know what I'm saying, to kind of bring us into this
right
year.
now. When John Gruden left, Rich Bisaccia became the interim head coach, right? What were all the reports that we were hearing about Rich Bisaccia? The players love him. They absolutely would do anything for him. So what does that tell you? That they got attached to him. So when he left and Josh McDaniels came in and he has like a completely different approach, they're like, bro, we had a motherfucker we loved. We hate this motherfucker. And that's, I don't know, maybe that has something to do with it. That popped into my head right now.
They might.
I said it. You know what I mean? I said it and I said, man, you know, I hate to say it, but I think not bringing back Versace might have been a mistake.
Right? Maybe they should have just put some coordinators around them, like a top-notch offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator, instead of just revamping the whole shit.
But I don't think that would have happened. I think he would have kept his boys. You get what I'm saying?
But those were not his boys. Those were Gruden's boys.
I think he would have just felt like we needed Paul Gunther and Olsen.
You think so?
I think he would have. I think he would have X'd Olsen. I think he would have X'd Olsen. But you got to also remember this. Versace is a special teams coach. He ain't got no offensive playbook. He ain't got no scheme.
He would have to bring somebody in to do the playbook, unless like again, he tells Olsen, "Hey, you in DC, know the book, let it ride."
The shit was working, bro. DC was running the shit like Terry Bradshaw. Remember how they used to play football back in the day? The coach would be like, "Terry, go win the shit," and Terry would go out there and call the plays. That's what they let DC do last year.
Foxdale, what's good with you? Raider Chris 100, what's good with you? Hey, look, the team is not going to rally around this head coach, man. They've already put an ultimatum on the floor.
They've lost the locker room.
Players are demanding that he go or they go. It's him or me. It's us or him. And he can't get suited up and play.
And some of those players have money involved. I'm just I'm assuming. I don't know who's saying, you know, me or him. You know what I'm saying? But if there's some of the guys that cost money, the coach usually is the one that has to go.
If anybody has any dirt on Josh McDaniels, now is the time to come out with that shit. Get this motherfucker out of here so we don't have to pay him.
Let's see if this nigga got some emails.
Fuck. I know he slapped that ass or two somewhere.
Oh.
Josh McDaniels grew up as a background dancer for New Kids on the Block.
Stop it. Stop it.
He got the haircut.
Motherfucking.
Hey, maybe you need to change that white visor. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you need to.
That shit looks stupid.
Maybe you need a black visor. You know what it is? He's trying to be like Mark Davis, because Mark Davis, you know, Mark Davis does the owl. You know what I'm saying? Where Al used to wear the white. You know what I'm saying? And Mark Davis, he wears the white. You know what I'm saying? So I think he's trying to follow them, but yeah.
Nah, it's a hood on his head, man. That's a Klan shit now.
Oh my god.
I think the white stays with the owner. I'm gonna just say it like that. I'll let Mark slide with the white, because I think that's fresh. I think when he comes out with that big old white jacket, you know what I'm saying? Like that's owner kind of stuff. But yeah. He might need to change.
You can say all day long, Super Amari Khan.
Omnicron,
yeah. You can say all day long, just get to the draft. But the thing about it is, motherfuckers we can't draft. As a franchise, we cannot draft. We can't.
Well, we only have the most recent draft to go by, and we didn't have the top 2 picks in that one. So let's look at our most recent draft class and look at it, and so we could judge on can this regime draft. We got Dylan Parham. Who else did we get? We got Thayer Munford. We got Zeus. We got Britton Brown.
Was Thayer a draft or was he a free agency signing?
7th round.
He 7th round.
I think
last guy,
7th.
right? Yeah. Okay.
And who else we got? Who else did we get this year?
Not Brandon Bolden.
Britton Brown. So our third round was Parham,
and,
fourth round was
and
Zeus.
the dude that we released.
Not Bam. Dang, who is he?
Defensive guy that we released.
You got me lost now.
We picked up Butler and what's his name?
Those were UDFAs.
UDFAs.
Nah, both the defensive tackles.
Oh, Farrell and
Butler and Farrell.
Butler.
I
thought you were talking about linebacker. Butler.
The other one. Okay, got you.
Yeah. And they both. Farrell's playing now. Butler was the one that punched out the fumble that Amik ran back.
I thought that was the safety 30. Harmon.
I'm gonna have to look at it again. I thought that was Butler. But those guys are doing, you know what I'm saying? They're doing their rookie duties. I mean, I don't think we were expecting any of those guys. Well, I thought Neil Farrell would have been, a starter for us, but
Harmon punched out that ball.
Harmon?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
you guys think this locker room is gone? I know Dirty does. Twan, what you think about that?
I try to read body language because that's the best thing we can kind of read off of with these guys that barely tell us anything. McDaniels, looking at McDaniels' presser versus DC's presser, you can tell that there's a, you know what I'm saying? And for DC to say, I'm not going to snitch my guys out, but I am going to go back and have a conversation with, and the stuff that he said, there's and then then you have Devontae Adams and the way he's looking, he's trying to keep it vanilla, but you can tell all over his face that he's fed up. You know what I'm saying?
If they get rid of Derek, Devontae's gonna immediately call his agent, like, get me the fuck out of here.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
He's not gonna want to develop another quarterback from scratch, from rookie.
Not at all.
In his prime, your prime is only what, like fucking Jerry Rice had the biggest prime at 8-9 years. Devontae Adams the biggest his prime is going to get 5-6 years at the most.
If that was the case, he would have stayed in Green Bay because Green Bay was gonna ride with Jordan Love until you know what I'm saying, until freaking Rodgers said that he was coming back.
Yep.
So
I didn't even think of that till you said it. That's a very good point.
And the reason why he left was not only because Aaron Rodgers took all that money, but it was the way that Aaron Rodgers was talking about him being in Green Bay was so unsure that he was like, I'm not going to stay here for the unsureness because he's like, I'm not going to be here with Jordan Love. So if we do the same shit, then, you know what I'm saying? He's going to want out for sure.
We definitely ain't getting Lamar. You can stop that. Lamar Jackson we can't afford Lamar Jackson.
We cannot afford Lamar.
$50 million. We're complaining about a $30 million. We're complaining about a $19 million quarterback.
They just said on Monday Night Football that the Ravens said that he's going to get his money. That's what they reported. They said that he's going to get his money at the end of the year. They ain't talking now because that's how Lamar wanted it. He don't want to talk business, you know what I'm saying, during the football season. But when it's money time, they're forking out whatever that guaranteed is. And he wants Deshaun Watson money.
He wants more than Deshaun Watson.
But I'm just saying in that range.
$250 guaranteed.
So we don't even have half of that.
Even if you let DC go, you still don't have enough.
And then people are complaining about the 30, 34 a year. You know what I'm saying? If DC comes back, guess what?
I don't want Brady.
It's the market
or Lamar.
But it's the market.
Lamar's not going to play good in the Josh McDaniels offense. I guarantee you that. It's going to look like Cam Newton looked at the Patriots. It's going to be the same thing.
He already tried that. I can tell you this right now. And I'm not trying to be racist and nothing like that. I don't think Josh McDaniels would ever be open to a black quarterback.
Very valid point. Very, very valid point. Glad you said it, and I could just say I agree.
Look how quick they rushed Jacoby Brissett out.
Yep.
And Jacoby
Brissett, what he did to Cam. I'm not saying Cam was great when he went there, but damn if you didn't make him look worse. Look, I said this earlier, bro, and I stand by it. And you can put a what the fuck all you want to. Josh McDaniels ruined Tim Tebow. Ruined him. And he's doing the same thing to Carr. He's ruining him. I'm a firm believer that Josh McDaniels had nothing to do with Tom Brady. I think that's all Brady and all Belichick. That had nothing to do with McDaniels.
That's evident because when he went to Tampa, he didn't miss a beat.
You know what people fail to forget, though? Two things. With the Patriots, specifically, and we can do this with him and Peyton Manning, but with the Patriots specifically, they had a top defense. The ball was coming back to the offense plenty of times. So that means more opportunities to freaking score touchdowns. Second of all, they had a top offensive line. Tom Brady, all he had to do was sit there, throw the ball. Didn't have to run. Didn't have to, you know what I'm saying, dance. He was a statue behind that line. Same thing with Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning can't run, but guess what he had? A solid offensive line and the mentality. You know, of course, there's some brains, there's some IQ there, but those two quarterbacks had a solid offensive line where they could sit there and deliver the ball. What don't we have? A solid offensive line to where we can sit there, wait for not our fast receivers, but our slow receivers to go 10, 15 yards down the field. Doesn't that sound troublesome?
Very much so. We have no speed receivers.
Same playbook. Same playbook. But what's the difference? You and let's put it out there that the Patriots, one of their Achilles heels when it comes to players, especially in personnel, is the wide receivers. They drafted N'Keal Harry and thought he was going to be their number one. If that don't tell you anything. And what wide receivers over there did they draft that were so top notch? That we always talk about Randy Moss being over there.
They made Troy Brown a Pro Bowler. Tom Brady did.
That number one offensive line, it wasn't 2 years ago, even though it feels like it was 2 years ago. It was more like 5.
Is he talking about the Rodney Hudson, Donald Penn line?
That's the one. That's the line he would have to talk about because that's the last time we had a number one offensive line. When we had
2016. That's almost 20. That's 6 years ago, bro.
5 years ago.
And the reason why that offense, the same name offense, the Earnhardt Perkins, right? The same offense went so well in 2016 was because we had a top-notch offensive line.
And that offensive line was versatile. They could run block and pass block.
Hey, look, tragedy turned triumph. That's literally what I said. He gives him 2 plays: the one he wants him to run, and the one that he's allowed to check into. That is it.
A and B. That's it.
That is not conducive of winning. I say it again. You're handcuffing an artist.
Yeah.
But I am starving. I am ready to eat. I appreciate everybody being here. Let them know where they can find you before we roll up out of here.
Am I dissing anybody tonight? Nah, I'm nice. You can just find me at Westside Media. You can find me around, any of these gentlemen's channels. You know what I'm saying? If you haven't already liked and subscribed to Dirty's new channel, which is Raider
Nation Network.
It's Raider Nation Network. Go ahead and tap that like and subscribe for your boy. You know what I'm saying?
Pound Raider Nation Network. Hashtag.
Okay. You heard it, man.
Yeah.
That's it. Short and sweet.
Twan.
Look, you can find me asking everybody to be a donor. If you have any questions, hit me up on IG at Twan. TWUAN.
For sure. As I always tell y'all, man, 50 billion things on YouTube. The fact that you allowed me to grace your screen and my panel for any amount of time, man, is greatly appreciated. It's much love, much respect. I think we got to like about 115, 120 views at one time. You know what I mean? Had 120 people watching. Right now, currently at 74. So I just want to thank every single person, you know what I mean, that tunes in, because literally I could do a show, but what's a show without an audience? It ain't shit. You know what I mean? You guys make this shit go. This channel is all about the nation. That's why it's called Raider Nation Network, not Raider Network. It's called Raider Nation Network. Because here, it's about your thoughts, your opinions, and maybe I can answer some things for you. I ain't got answers to everything, but I got an answer to a few things. My humble opinions, and vice versa. So appreciate everybody. Much love, much respect. And as I always say, no matter how much it rains, you can never stop the sun from shining. Raider Nation, YouTube. Go get your motherfucking sunshine, man. We out. Peace.
We all know what the chief is. Listen to me. All that negative energy that's been in the air, take it out right now.
Carr across the middle finds Renfro. They get out of there, and the ball comes. They got me down.
I mean, when you look at it, it's just absolutely stacked.
Back up! Back up! Waller across.
Take a seat.
And it's intercepted. Picked off by Mullen.
The boy grew up.